This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Fluid Form Bio, developing innovative 3D printing living pancreatic tissue to help combat type 1 diabetes. For the first time, you can join this visionary mission. Visit fluidformbio.com or their page on Start Engine to learn more about this exciting work.
Friday Insights. Hi, everyone. Danielle Noyes here. Updated weekend forecast for you. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. Warm and humid air in place. It's not overly soupy like middle of the summertime stuff, but you notice the difference. The dew points are running in the 60s. There will be a threat for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. We've been talking about it all week. Maybe a couple rounds, too. One in the morning, break the action, another round during the afternoon and evening of the latest timing on those. There will still be a few showers around on Sunday. That's because that upper level low that we talked about is still going to be swinging through. There will be less humid air working into the region, though, drier and cooler air that will move in behind that system and will last into the start of next week, too. In fact, next week looks at or slightly cooler than average, and we talked about that in pattern predictions earlier this week. Bottom line, our app is your friend, particularly for your Saturday. I know there's so many outdoor plans going on. Here's what you got to do. Pinpoint your exact location. Make sure alerts are turned on. The interactive radar, sponsored by CrackX, is such a great tool to have. You press past plus future mode, which is in the bottom right-hand side, and you can see where the downpours and storms are, where they're going to be going over the next few hours. The latest information. Our app is free in the App Store and Google Play, so keep spreading the word. All right, here's what's going on. See that counterclockwise spin? That's the upper level low we talked about yesterday. Some showers and storms, couple different clusters of them actually spawned severe weather yesterday. Over a dozen reports of tornadoes in portions of the Midwest. That storm system slides east during the day today, so that by tomorrow it's over us. Couple different fronts that will come on by. It's all a surge of warmth and humidity that's building down to the south and relatively cooler air coming in. Texas, yes, the southern United States, over 90, over 100 in portions of central and southern Texas. That's going to fuel some thunderstorms tomorrow in portions of Dallas, stretching back up into eastern Oklahoma, also into Arkansas. So that's one little bullseye. And then the other area is across the eastern seaboard, particularly when you get from southern New York, stretching back down to New York City, Philly, D.C., Richmond, Virginia Beach, down through eastern North Carolina, too. But you notice, too, portions of western New England, far southern Vermont, the Berkshires, western Connecticut, in this yellow shaded area. That indicates a slight risk of severe thunderstorms tomorrow. The farther east you come, we are in what's called a marginal risk. That means isolated to widely scattered thunderstorms will be possible in terms of damaging thunderstorm risk. Will everyone see a damaging thunderstorm? No, it's kind of that stuff that we see in the summer. Hit or miss, pop-up action. One city or town may get some downpours and lightning, the other one totally dry. So here's how things pan out. That storm will exit by Sunday, but still that upper level low is swinging over us. Meanwhile, the next storm is going to come out from the West Coast in through the Rockies for the start of next week. Look at the blue. Snow. Maybe as far low as 5,000 feet in elevation for some of the Rockies. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a coating to a couple inches in some of the valleys. So there's colder air streaming in behind that storm and the warmth, that battle zone setting up across the central United States for the start of next week. And then eventually we'll get a piece of that for the middle and end of next week. So that's our next disturbance. One at a time. Okay, so we talked about today's risk of thunderstorms and Noyes' notes and 1 degree outside today. Here's a map for our Saturday. Low clouds, areas of fog, a gloomy start tomorrow morning. But with the humidity in place and that warm front approaching during the morning, there may be a period of some showers, some downpours, even a thunderstorm. Notice they're not widespread, but there are some that pop up here in eastern Massachusetts, stretching back up through Maine over the course of morning to midday. Then that warm front comes in. It's pretty much placed across central New England. North of that, yes, clusters of showers and thunderstorms, a little break in the action in southern New England. I think the biggest question mark tomorrow is how many breaks of sun will we be able to get? There'll be a lot of clouds around, particularly after the morning showers and downpours. If we get more breaks of sun, that helps destabilize the atmosphere. And that will mean some stronger storms that develop as this cold front sweeps through during the late afternoon and evening. So notice there are some clusters of thunderstorms. Primary threat, downpours, brief gusty wind, perhaps some hail. There is a very low risk. We may see some rotating storms as well. So we'll watch that threat closely and, of course, bring you any updates as necessary tomorrow. The front is offshore by Sunday. So you're waking up to actually some sunshine out in spots on Sunday. The issue is that cold pool aloft, that instability still overhead. So as it swings through, look what happens. We bubble up clouds. Some of them will look a little bit ominous. They'll spark scattered showers and pockets of rain in northern New England, and a chance of a shower in central and southern New England. Lighter, not really a risk of thunder. And as we head into the day on Monday, there's still some energy over us, so I can't rule out a shower or two, but it will be a drier day overall. Tuesday, it's a little bit of a break in the action. That storm's farther to our east, and then the next disturbance bringing areas of rain to the Ohio Valley, to the Midwest, to the Southern Plains will eventually work in our direction for the middle and end of next week. So we'll keep you posted on that, of course, in the days to come. So what are we talking about in terms of amounts of rainfall that are going to come down? For most of us, it's about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch where you don't get the heaviest downpours. But I showed you this map yesterday. I just wanted to update it for you to show you that it really varies from where you are, city to town. If you get some downpours and thunder, you may end up with 1 to 2 inches of rain. So don't focus on the exact placement, but the overall trend. Either side of an inch and some of the heavier downpours, less along the south coast. Again, some spots may see just a few hundredths, while other communities that are underneath the downpours and thunderstorms see about an inch or more in spots. It will be a summer-like day tomorrow with highs well into the 70s, humid air in place. Maybe we come close to 80, particularly with some breaks of sun. 60s across much of Maine, even some 50s at the coast. Wind starts to increase, 10 to 20 miles per hour out of the south. The cold front comes in, so Saturday night we actually clear the skies out. In some spots, 50s for most of us. Doesn't really matter where you go across New England. Sunday, a cooler day overall, but still slightly above average as we see highs in the low to mid 70s in southern New England. Cooler to the north. Again, sun in the morning, then clouds bubble up, chance of a shower. The wind may gust 25 to 35 miles per hour, so not a damaging wind, but certainly a breeze that drags in that cooler, drier air. Monday, highs in the 60s, 50s north, varying amounts of clouds and some maybe a spot shower. And then Tuesday, a lot of clouds around as well. Actually slightly cooler than average, right around or just over 60, but 50s to the north, and a spot shower is possible as well. Fenway Park forecast, think we're fine tonight, although we'll track any showers and storms that should be to the west of the ballpark. Chance of rain or a thunderstorm tomorrow evening, and then breezy right around 70 on Sunday with clouds, some breaks of sun. A spot shower wouldn't ruin the game by any means. You can shop our merchandise, of course, as well. A lot of different items, sizes, colors to choose from, gift cards on there too, at swag.onedegreeoutside.com. We'll see you with Weekend Edition tomorrow morning.